Chief Medical Officer for Wakanna, and we are one of the co-founders as well. And we're here for our business overview tonight. We want to welcome our guests. We want to welcome our business partners. I want to bring up Dr. Joyce Smith, who is a Ruby in our company. She is a PharmD, a pharmacist with a PhD, PharmD. She is a wife, a mother of an amazing little girl that's 5 years old, Miss Ayana. She trained at FAMU. She is a lead pharmacist at Strozier Hospital. And I want to bring up and present to you Dr. Joyce Smith. Are you out there?
I sure am. Let me get my little technology together. It was giving me some issues, but we are not going to let these Zoom people, whoever they are out here, get us down this evening.
That's right. That's right.
So as Dr. Rita stated, I am Dr. Joyce Smith. I work at the Cook County Hospital, and I've been in pharmacy now for about 8 years. It will be 9 this year in July or August. So time is really flying. But for those of you all who don't know me, I am a pharmacist. I'm a certified aromatherapist. Hold on. Let me get this together. A pharmacist, a certified aromatherapist, a certified health coach, and a lover of just all things plant-based healing. So on the left-hand side, you see me at Gilda's Club, which is a cancer support organization for not only cancer patients, but their families. And we were doing a DIY type of class on essential oils, what they're used for, ones that just had great scents that made people smell good, but also ones that had really good healing benefits. So that was me operating my element, teaching, talking about essential oils till I'm blue in the face. And on the right, you see my family. So Ayana, which is Dr. Rita's patient, and I say patient in air quotes because we clearly know that Dr. Rita's an OBGYN, but Ayana seems to think that she's her eye doctor. So we just go with that. And then my husband is the person that introduced me to Dr. Rita. They met at a networking event, and Dr. Rita's going to talk about how important networking is to your net worth. But they met at a networking event. He heard the mission of Wakanna. He saw it. He understood it. He said, this is exactly what my wife has been looking for, and the opportunity to be able to impact change in people's lives. He connected us, and we've been joined at the hip ever since. So I'm so grateful for Wakanna. I'm not even going to go into all of the reasons why, but I'm just so, so grateful. As Erica Zachary, one of our business partners, said before, the culture, the education, the just amazing energy that comes as a result of being a part of this amazing company is just unmatched, in my opinion. So let's get to it. We're talking about the cannabis industry and how it's booming. It's gone from illegal, being a Schedule 1 component on the drug list, to now essential. So you're talking about how CBD became the unexpected star of legalized pot, based on what Rolling Stone has to say. BuzzFeed News is talking about cannabis. You're going into CVS and Walgreens and hearing or seeing magazines that have the cannabis leaf on it. And previously, that would not have been the case. You wouldn't have seen the cannabis leaves out so prominently, but people are understanding the value of this plant now. And the CBD revenue, we're just talking about CBD. CBD revenue in billions is projected to be at about 20 billion by 2024. And if Wakanna has anything to do with it, I'm quite sure we're going to surpass that number. But this industry is growing so quickly. And Wakanna is providing a ground floor opportunity. So when I think about a ground floor opportunity, I'm thinking about people who are early adopters in a particular space, people who are interested in making sure that they get on the bandwagon before the wagon is gone, right? And that is what Wakanna is offering. Wakanna is an amazing company. Wakanna is projected to do 20 million by 2021. And we have just started back in April 20th of 2019. So we're just growing quickly. We have been pandemic proof. We have been president proof. We have been just all of the social unrest proof. We have been everything proof to continue to push our business forward, even in the midst of all the adversity that we're seeing now. So Wakanna, we're not just a business, we are a movement, and we exist to end the negative stigma that's caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefits of the cannabis plant. So I'm sure you have a cousin, a brother, a sister, a relative, whoever, a friend who has been on the wrong side of the law when it comes to the cannabis plant. And people need to understand that the cannabis is a family of plants, and there are different components that can really provide health and wealth benefits if we're only able to step into this space. Wakanna has a mission to be the catalyst to stir a movement that inspires people to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, investors, making sure that the courage and strength is there to take back the health, wealth, legacy, and freedom that was always ours in the first place. So the reason that we are able to have this amazing company, this amazing movement, is because of these four amazing women. You saw Dr. Rita earlier. You see that she is a woman that never stops. She's at work now, and she's still here to educate us. But she is our chief medical officer. She's been an OBGYN for over 30 years. She even testified in front of the governor to the medical benefits of cannabis. And she is just an amazing, amazing woman. She never stops. She never stops until she makes sure that the people that are around her and the people that she is responsible for in the form of her patients are taken care of. Really, really amazing woman. I love her. Dr. Patricia Van Pelt, our Chief Financial Officer, I gained so much from her in the form of mindset training. She's what I call our mindset guru. She's serving her third term in the state Senate. She is a mom, a wife, an evangelist, an author, just amazing, amazing woman of God that always helps us to keep our mindset wealthy and keep our mindset ready for success. Melissa Boston, she's our CEO, our visionary, another woman who never sleeps until the job is done. Right? She's been a trainer of over 50,000 distributors in over 40 different countries. She has made sure that the vision of Wakanna has continued to exceed expectations over and over again. And Phyllis Nash, our Chief Sales Officer, she is our midwife for Wakanna. Any dreams, any possibilities that you can possibly think of as it relates to Wakanna, she is there to help us birth that and bring that into existence. So I am so grateful for each of these four women, and they are what represents the health, wealth, legacy, and freedom, the four pillars of Wakanna. So the reason that these beautiful ladies were even able to bring Wakanna into existence is because of the 2018 Farm Bill. And what it states is that as long as CBD comes from the hemp species of the cannabis plant, it can be sold, cultivated, and consumed in all 50 states, so long as it has 0.3% of THC or less. So a lot of people get that misconception that it's not federally legal, that we'll get arrested if we're using it, and that's not true. That's simply not true. The 2018 Farm Bill has gotten rid of that. So you may be saying, what is CBD? CBD is short for cannabidiol, and it's a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. Now, there's so many different cannabinoids, more than 85 in fact, and CBD is the second most common. The first most common one is delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC. Now, what you need to understand about THC is that it is the psychotropic part of the plant. That's the part of the plant that will get you high if it's in high quantities in the plant. If that's the part of the plant that may give you that paranoia, may give you the munchies, those types of reactions. But CBD is non-psychotropic and produces that health without the high. Now, the Wakanna CBD products that we'll talk about in just a moment, they're third-party tested, fully compliant with the State Department of Agriculture, and all of the hemp that is used to extract the CBD is grown in accordance with Section 7606 of the 2018 U.S. Farm Bill that we just spoke about. So it's really about learning and unlearning. As I mentioned, cannabis is a family of plants, and there are multiple different ingredients that are inside of that plant. But let's talk about the differences, just like we spoke about. THC, psychoactive effects, stimulating receptors in the brain's pleasure center, releasing higher than normal levels of dopamine and creating a high. Whereas CBD, non-intoxicating, it's going to stimulate some receptors, but it regulates pain, perception, anxiety, nausea, and many more things that we'll see in a couple of slides from now. And there are medical applications, including but not limited to anti-inflammatory and pain relief. So as we go on to this next slide, this is going to tell you about the benefits of the different cannabinoids. These are some of the most popular, but for right now, we're just going to focus on the THC and the CBD benefits as it relates to health. So THC, you'll see that it helps to reduce pain, reduce nausea and vomiting, improve muscle spasms. But as you move over to the CBD column, you'll notice that almost all of those squares are black. And that is because CBD has numerous benefits, from being a pain reliever to stimulating bone growth to being an antibacterial, helping with seizures, being neuroprotective, protecting the nervous system, anti-inflammatory, helping with psychosis. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And there are tons of peer-reviewed articles that you can look at, going to your favorite search engine and typing in CBD and really being able to see how CBD impacts our lives from a health perspective. And the reason that the CBD is able to work is the endocannabinoid system. So the endocannabinoid system is a science that I didn't learn about in school, that Dr. Rita didn't learn about in school. Most of our medical advisory board did not learn about this in school. But it's really a system that involves a lot of receptors inside of your body that are looking for cannabis to bring your body back in balance, or what's called homeostasis. So if you look, there's receptors in the brain, the heart, the teeth, the stomach, the lungs, the liver, the kidneys. I mean, pretty much any place you can think of, there are receptors for the endocannabinoid system that are looking to bring your body back in balance. So that's exactly what our products do. I mean, we have a wide variety of products. This doesn't even do our entire product line justice, but these products represent a lot of different areas of the type of products that we offer, from culinary products to essential oils. Our sister company, Royal Defense, which offers some cleaning products that are able to really get all of those viruses and keep all of those germs at bay. Our essential oils, our topical products, our tinctures, our immune defense tea, our gummies, our inhaled products. I mean, so many options to really get that CBD into your body and really bring that system back in balance. Now, what you may see is that there's a black label and then there's a white label. That black label are our power products. Power products meaning that there's 0.3% of THC or less. The pure products, less than 0.0% of THC. So what does that mean and why is that good? That's good because there are some people that have random drug screens at their job. And if you do, there's a potential for the power products to show up in your drug screen. It's a very small amount, but we know that everybody metabolizes THC differently. And we want to make sure that if you have any random drug screens at your job, that you're still able to take advantage of the pure products and take advantage of the CBD that it has to offer. So those are the differences between the two. We're talking about our culinary CBD. We have amazing spices. We had a culinary oil last season, our Wakanna butters. They're amazing. They're infused with CBD, infused with, and we tell you about the amount that's on the back of the label, so you know exactly how much you're adding to your food, so that you can kind of keep a record of the CBD that you're intaking. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's need for the amount of CBD is different, and that way you can really measure it out. Will you get all of the CBD that you need from culinary products? Probably not. But this is another way that you can begin to keep that CBD into your system so that it can allow you to experience the health benefit. We have essential oils. I mentioned that I'm a certified aromatherapist and I just love essential oils. And I really feel like the essential oils that our co-founders decided to add to our offerings had healing in mind. I mean, even when you're looking at black seed oil has so many uses that we will be on the phone the rest of the night talking about just black seed oil. But it's even been used in hospitals for antibiotic resistant bacteria. So, I mean, there's options for using eucalyptus oil to help support your breathing, peppermint and tea tree oil for the same, or repelling insects or rodents. I mean, there's so many different uses for essential oils. And I think we're just beginning to scratch the surface in terms of being able to see from research, being able to see the uses and how people are adopting more holistic methods of healing, being able to see how those things can be used in our lives. Now, our product spotlight, I love this slide because it highlights the products that I use most commonly. I mean, I probably have used all of the Wakanna products at this point, but it highlights the products that I use most commonly. So my pain trifecta that I like to use every month when my cycle comes around is our tincture, our topical, and our gummies. Now, the tincture I'm putting under my tongue, I'm holding it for 30 to 60 seconds, and then I swallow to make sure that I'm absorbing as much as I can to really attack that pain. I use our gummies, our pure gummies during the day if I don't really want to have that calm, super calm feeling that the power gummies give me at night for that great sleep, for that REM sleep, for that sleep where I'm not interrupted. And then for that pain, I'm using topical pain, I'm using our topical relief cream. And that's really allowing me to layer the products because they all have different durations of action, really giving me the opportunity to keep the CBD in my system all day. And what I'm finding is that as my cycles come around, they're less and less painful because the CBD has already been in my system. I have water-soluble CBD. I use that on days when I'm not able to hold it under my tongue or I'm really on the go. Could really be a good option for someone who doesn't have the mental capacity to keep it under their tongue. Say somebody with dementia or somebody, like you said, that's on the go, that doesn't have the time to hold it under the tongue and then not eat for 15 minutes after. those types of things. And then we have our inhaled products. Now, I don't have any lung conditions. I don't have any issues with my lung capacity or anything like that. So I do use the inhaled products or our pre-rolls or our vapes if I need quick relief. I've recently discovered and been able to call a thing and say that there's some anxiety that is really, really coursing through my body, just like I'm sure everyone else is having anxiety for a number of reasons: pandemic, homeschooling, working, going out, social unrest, all of these different types of things. So our inhaled products are really good for immediate, quick relief. Within 1 to 5 minutes, the CBD can get into your system and address acute anxiety, different types of pain that you may be having, headache. The list goes on and on. But if you need a quick form of relief to different things that you're experiencing, our inhaled products are for you. If you have lung conditions, asthma, COPD, anything that causes a compromise to your breathing, I'm not going to recommend an inhaled product because we don't want to exacerbate any of those things. But if lung conditions aren't an issue, our inhaled products are very, very good for quick relief. Now we have our hemp-powered hair. This is a product that's very good for nourishing those strands, nourishing those follicles, because it's complete with our full spectrum CBD and essential oils that really nourish the follicle and get in there and keep your hair healthy. Even if you don't have any issues with hair growth, but you just want to keep a healthy head of hair, this is what this product can be used for. It can be taken orally or used topically. But what you need to understand about our power products is if you use them topically, the THC will not cross the blood-brain barrier. So those of you that are concerned about drug screens at your job, you can use this topically, just like our topical pain relief, not have to worry about those positive drug screens. However, if you do take it under the tongue, there's potential for you to have a positive THC on your drug screen. So just keep that in mind as you're utilizing the products, whether you're looking for more volume, strengthening your edges, thickening your beard. And it's for all hair types, not just curly hair, not just straight hair, but all hair types, right? So we have our business partner, Michael, who uses the hemp power hair both orally and topically. And you can see that he was having some thinning up in the top of his head as well as on his beard. And you can see some of those after pictures. Whoever invited you to the call can show you some of our testimonials from some people that used the hemp powered hair before and after, and how that product really impacted them. And our trichologist Doris Mosley is on with us every Monday at 2:30 Central, really talking about our hemp powered hair products and our other line of products: shampoos, conditioners, beard oil, scalp oil. I mean, we are really breaking into different industries here at Wakanna, and hair care and skincare is one of them. So this was a gift box that we had for the holidays. Some of these products are still available, but one thing about our founders, they'll give us something and then they'll be getting ready for the next special. So if some of these products are still available individually on the site, you might want to go and take advantage of it and have the person that invited you really tell you about these amazing products: the bath bombs, the face serum, the detangler. That detangler really worked for my daughter, and she has some thick hair, okay? We had gift box for men and women. And we still have our Royal Defense kits, really helping to get rid of those airborne microbes, clean the surfaces, clean your fruits and vegetables, clean your hands with our hand sanitizer. Just amazing, amazing products that are really helping us to stay above the wellness line. Now, the products that we have aren't for sale or use of persons under the age of 18. And our vaping products and our smokable products, not for anyone under the age of 21. You have to use the products as they're directed on the label, and shouldn't be used if you're pregnant or nursing, or if you haven't talked with your doctor. I mean, sometimes your doctor may recommend some things and you would want to listen to those, but make sure your doctor is included on what you're doing from a holistic and a traditional perspective, because you don't want your medications and your holistic options to interact with one another. We are not claiming that any of these products cure or treat or mitigate any different type of disease, but what we are saying is that they can bring your body back in balance. Now, if you are in Louisiana, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Indiana, smokable hemp is banned. So those inhaled products that we talked about, you won't be able to consume those lawfully there. But in Texas, the bans have been lifted. So you will be fine in that regard in terms of smokable products. We have real results from real people, whether they're business partners or customers or people that have just been able to experience the greatness that Wakanna has to offer in the form of product, in the form of education, in the form of all of the things that we offer to make sure that our communities are empowered to know how to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. We're doctor recommended. You saw Dr. Rita and I on this call. Dr. Napasha Gettings is our clinical psychiatrist, both adolescent and adult. We have Dr. Tyus Crawford, Dr. Erica Montgomery, Dr. Herman Glass, Dr. Crystal Peoples, Dr. Kanika Daniel, Dr. Rashonda Conti. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, we would have just a collage of people on here if we talked about everybody on our medical advisory board. But point being, our doctors understand how important CBD and other holistic remedies are for our health. There are always options to be able to address some of the symptoms that we experience. And we want to make sure that we're giving people a holistic, organic option to really address those symptoms rather than always pushing a pill. And I'm a pharmacist, so I have nothing to gain by telling you to go one way or the other. I just want people to understand that there is always another way, especially when one of the ways is causing harm to the body. So why shop Wakanna? Premium products at affordable prices, 30-day money-back guarantee, third-party testing, full panel testing, high-quality testing, certificates of analysis so that you know that exactly what we say is in the bottle is in the bottle, working with some of the best labs in the country to make sure that our products are not only quality, but they are what they say that they are. Organically grown. We know that CBD is a bioaccumulator, so if there's junk in the soil that the hemp is being grown in, that junk is going to be inside of the plant. And we don't grow our hemp in areas where that could happen. And we're giving back to communities. We've given about 10,000 meals or more to food insecure communities, having food drives, having fruit and vegetable drives, and really pouring back into the community so that we can really make our mark in this cannabis space. So I am so excited to be a part of this company, this movement. I am so excited to have participated in so many of the events that Wakanna has had the opportunity to present to our communities. And I'm so excited that you all are here learning with us and learning another way. So Dr. Rita, I will give it back to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joy Smith. I really, really appreciate you each and every Tuesday joining this call, really helping our guests and our business partners understand the science, understand how unique our products are here at Wakanna. Why are they unique? Well, you just heard they're unique not only because we have proprietary formulations on our products, but because we offer certificates of analysis. Many CBD companies don't offer that. You don't know what you're taking. So we, again, thank you, Dr. Joy Smith. Right now, I'm going to transition into the opportunity that we have here at Wakanna. Can you see my slide? Can you see my slides?
Yes, we can see them.
Thank you so much, Erica. So again, if you joined late, I am Dr. Rita McGuire. I'm the Chief Medical Officer here at Wakanna, one of the co-founders, and I represent the pillar of health. This is my family. My oldest, Jacob, is 30. The middle child there is 25, Joshua. The baby girl is 23. And then to the far left was like my nephew's son. Ricky C passed away from sickle cell anemia. It's 1.5 years, almost 2 years now. He was in his last year of dental school. But again, this is my family, this is my why, and I just want to share that with you. As an obstetrician gynecologist, yes, I'm still doing hysterectomy, C-sections. In fact, I was in surgery all day today. I've transitioned a lot of my gynae surgery over to cosmetic surgery, doing tummy tucks, liposuctions. But 3 years ago, I was introduced to the cannabis plant. I was introduced to the cannabis industry by our very own CEO, Melissa Boston. She reached out to me. She asked me, what did I know about CBD? And you know what I had to tell her? Zero. I knew nothing about CBD. I didn't even know what it meant. I didn't know what CBD was an acronym for, cannabidiol. So it wasn't until I did my due diligence, I did my research, I did my digging, and I was absolutely on board. Why? Because I was sick of sitting on the sidelines as a physician, and many of my colleagues will attest to this, really not seeing our patients get any better. You know, trying to navigate for patients who want organic and natural holistic options for their health. And CBD is a product just for that. So I also was able to be a part of history. You know, Illinois is the 11th state that has adopted adult use cannabis here. And so you see me testifying for the governor for the legalization and taxation for adult use laws here in Illinois. So we believe, the four co-founders here at Wakanna, we believe that the key to freedom is business ownership. You know, this global pandemic has really put in perspective how important it is to have an additional stream of income, how important it is to start to build a legacy for our family, how important it is to have residual income as wealth building avenues, how important it is to have freedom. So when we look at the projected legal sales of cannabis, it is an industry that has absolutely explosive growth. We are looking at an industry that's going to grow by 700% or more by the next year. By 2022, this industry of cannabis is expected to grow more than 700%. We're looking at a projected revenue of $22 billion. So when we look at Wakanna, Wakanna was launched April 20th of 2019. We're a young company, we're a startup company, we're a ground floor opportunity. Since we've launched our company, we've grown by 162%, despite the global pandemic. Despite the global pandemic, our revenue has grown each and every month. In fact, in November, we had a close to $900,000 month in revenue just in November. So we are exceeding all expectations that we forecasted when we launched Wakanna. In fact, we project that in the next year, by the second quarter, it's already 2021, by the second quarter of this year, we are projecting, our forecast is to do $20 million in revenue. And are we on task and on point to do that? Absolutely yes. To date, we are at about $7 or $8 million in sales in revenue. So when you look at our industry, which is network marketing or direct sales, and you combine our industry with the industry that we're in, which is the cannabis industry, it is a game over conversation. You combine the $22 billion we're expected to do in the cannabis industry with retail direct sales of $35.4 billion, it is absolutely exciting. So that's why we want to spend the next 5 minutes where you look at the opportunity of what it looks like when you lock arms with us here at Wakanna as a business partner. Well, there are 7 ways to earn income here at Wakanna. The 7 ways are through our online dispensaries, through our retail sales, our shared wealth pool, our broker earnings, our broker overrides, our car allowance, and free trips. When you think about the cannabis industry and you think about a dispensary, you typically have this picture in mind, right? Folks standing outside of a brick and mortar, waiting in line to go in to purchase their products. Well, here at Wakanna, we have a very unique opportunity where our business is an online dispensary, where you're able to earn money without holding any inventory. In fact, you earn between 20 and 50% commissions on every single product that's sold and purchased on your website. Your customers are able to get free shipping with orders over $50. And we did that during this global pandemic. Any order over $50, your customer gets free shipping. They also get affordable, natural, and organic products that Dr. Smith spoke about. In fact, you're also able to have a 30-day free test drive, having an online presence for 30 days to test it out, to see how you are able to earn commission without holding any inventory, and how you're able to earn between 20 and 50% commission. Now, every single product that we sell at Wakanna has something called a commissionable volume. It's a volume or a number that's given to every product, and that's what you're getting commissions on. Well, as you start to build an organization, you start to build business leaders that come in and they build organizations under you, you're getting percentages on sales of every single customer that comes to their website or comes to their online dispensary. Now, what makes Wakanna different and unique is that, yes, we're a network marketing company, but we are very unique in that we pay down 7 levels deep. Other traditional network marketing companies, many you've been involved with, they pay down to infinity. And that's why many times when you join those companies, you make very little profit, very little commission, because the company has to pay down so many levels. Here, you're able to make commissions 7 levels deep. So you are making money as you are really working the business and so deserving of that. When you start to look at coming into Wakanna, the best way is through our full crown jewel dispensary. Our full crown jewel dispensary values at $2,000. It costs $998. And what does that include? Well, it includes about $1,500 worth of product that you're able to retail at a 50% profit margin, product that you're able to consume yourself, so you're a product of the product. It also includes a broker key activation. A broker key activation is the ability for you to bring in as many agents that your heart desires. That means you can give away hundreds and thousands of 30-day free test drives so that those agents can have an online presence. And each and every time their customers come to their website, you're making commissions. It also includes, this full crown jewel dispensary, includes 2 Wakanna University vouchers. Our Wakanna University is our online platform and our process in which we educate our business partners. Now, each time that you sell one of these full crown jewel dispensary, you bring on business partners and they purchase a full crown jewel dispensary, you earn $200 in bonus. Each time that those business partners bring in other business partners and they purchase a full crown jewel dispensary, you earn bonuses from $5 to $50 paid 7 levels deep. Now, there's also other starter packs. Those starter packs are $219.95. It's another way that you can lock arms with us when you come in as a business partner with Wakanna. That's our millennial and our stimulus packs. These packs include over $200 worth of retail products. Those are products you can retail, or those are products you can consume yourself. It also includes a broker key activation. Again, that's the ability for you to bring on as many business partners with that 30-day free test drive, as well as it includes our Wakanna University voucher for admission. That is our process for education. That is the ability for you to learn everything about CBD, everything about essential oils, how to dose, drug-drug interactions, how to bake, how to cook with our products, how to market and brand yourself on social media, how to build a customer base. So you will learn about compensation. You'll learn about compliance. You'll learn about which stocks to look at investing in the cannabis industry. So Wakanna University is a part of these packages and is our process in educating you about the cannabis industry. So when you look at the overrides, you come in, you start to build an organization. When we look at Robert Kiyosaki, he's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He really says it best. He talks about the richest people in the world look for and build networks. So network marketing is about building and looking for networks. Everyone else looks for work, right? So as you start to build the organization and teams of business partners, again, you earn between 1 to 15% of commissionable volume, 7 levels deep. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest men in the world, billionaire, he believes and he has invested in 3 network marketing companies. Why? Because he believes in the system. He believes in the system of network marketing, growing, building, being able to have a additional stream of income. Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you'll be working for the rest of your life. So let's look at our shared wealth pool. We talked about how you earn income by having your online presence. We talked about how you make income when you bring in business partners and they purchase those different packages. We talked about how you earn income in overrides. As those business partners start to build their organization, you make overrides as well, 7 levels deep. Well, let's look at our shared wealth pool, because this is a really exciting
Dr. Rita,
part.
I'm sorry.
When you come into,
We can't
Yes.
see your slides.
Oh, wonderful. That's not good.
Well, you
Let's
look
see
wonderful.
what happened. You couldn't see any of the slides?
I actually had to step away for a second, but when I came back, I didn't see slides. It was just you. So I don't know if you weren't sharing or not, but there we are.
Okay.
I just
let's
saw
see.
them, and I think you unshared. There we go.
So our shared wealth pool, thank you so much, Dr. Smith. Our shared wealth pool means that we share between 4 and 6% of our revenue at the end of the month with our leaders. So when you start in Wakanna, there is an opportunity for you to build a business very quickly and very strategically. We teach you all of that. But our Sapphire dispensary is one of the first leaders and business areas where you get to share in the shared wealth pool. That means that a Sapphire has produced $10,000 in revenue or more in 1 calendar month. A Ruby is someone that has built $25,000 in revenue in 1 calendar month. And Emerald is a business that has developed and created $50,000 in revenue in 1 calendar month. And that starts our shared wealth pool. So what $10,000, $25,000, and $50,000 dispensary means is that that is your team of 2 or more business partners that have gotten $10,000, $25,000, or $50,000 in revenue in 1 calendar month. It means that the efforts of that amount of revenue that you have built in 1 calendar month cannot be the efforts of just you. It has to be the efforts of you and at least 2 or more business partners. And again, when we started out, or maybe we didn't mention, Dr. Joy Smith is a Ruby. In November, her and her team, they had $25,000 in revenue in 1 calendar month. Congratulations, Dr. Joy Smith. Let's move on to our diamonds. Our 1-star diamond. all the way up to our 5-star diamonds is where a third rule applies to be part of that shared revenue, right? A 1-star diamond means you've done $100,000 in revenue in 1 calendar month. 2-star diamond, $250,000 in revenue in 1 calendar month, all the way up to $1 million. Now, this 1/3 rule applies, means that the efforts cannot just be you, but it has to be 3 or more business partners that have done 100,000, 250,000, all the way up to $1 million in 1 calendar month. So you and at least 3 other business partners. So let's look at what that means. Let's look at, for instance, a ruby like Dr. Joy Smith. What happens at the end of the month, we determine how many outstanding shares there are amongst the sapphires, the rubies, the emeralds, and the diamonds, and we take 4% of the revenue at the end of the month and we share it with those leaders. We figure out how many shares are outstanding and we put a dollar amount to each one of those shares. Now, what makes it really exciting is that the diamonds get an additional 2%. So they get 6% of the revenue at the end of the month shared amongst those diamonds. So it's a really exciting way, again, to look at the different streams of income that you're paid in Wakanna. So when we look at our car allowance is paid to diamonds. The 1-star diamonds and above, they get $500 toward any car note that they have existing. And then we also have our Wakanna Diamond Lifestyle Reward Trip. That is given to the diamond status. You have to achieve that status for at least 2 consecutive months to qualify for the trip to South Africa. Again, once we get past this global pandemic, we will be traveling to South Africa. So what makes Wakanna different? What makes our network marketing company different? Well, what makes us different is that we're a hybrid. We're a hybrid of a micro franchise and a network marketing company combined in one. Another difference, we don't pay down to infinity. We pay down 7 levels deep. We have no business startup fees. We have no website hosting fees. We never charge you for your website. We don't require you to have auto ships. There is no balancing of legs to get compensated for. There's no quotas. And the compensation plan is not just designed for the top 1%. Our compensation plan has been proven. We have business partners that have been involved with Wakanna that have never made any significant money, with other network marketing companies that are absolutely making significant income. We have a customer support line for your customers. We have, again, that shared revenue pool where we pay out between 4 and 6% of our revenue at the end of every month to our sapphires, our rubies, our emeralds, and our diamond. Our business is willable. Yes, it's willable. And knowing that being your own boss means you have an unlimited income potential. So at the end of this presentation, there's typically 3 types of people. Person number 1 is a customer. So if you're on the line, you've been invited by someone, you want to get back to that person. You want to call them. You want to have them share with you their website so you can order those products. Or maybe you're person number 2. You still have questions. We're going to take some questions from those guests. We only want to take questions from guests that are on the line because we know that you business partners have all the answers. And then if you're person number 3, that person is someone like Dr. Joy Smith was, like Dr. Erica Zachary, Dr. Peoples is on the line, like Tammy McDowell. Those people were people that saw the opportunity and they started with Wakanna. They locked arms with us, either with that full crown jewel dispensary or that starter pack, that millennial or stimulus pack, or that 30-day free test drive. These are 3 ways to get started, and we want you to remember your number. If you're a customer, that's number 1. If you have questions, that's person number 2. We're going to answer the questions now. Or you're number 3, and you want to get started in the business with that full crown jewel dispensary, because that full crown jewel dispensary opens up every level of getting paid here at Wakanna. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, take some questions from our guests, because I know there are lots of guests on the line. And Dr. Peoples, T-Mac, Erica Zachary, you absolutely can chime in if you have a comment or a question yourself. And typically we're done by about 8:36 or so. We ran a little over, but if you have questions, if you're a person number 2 and you're a guest, please put in the chat box your question and we will answer your question. And Erica, you can actually say what you wrote.
Hi, sure, Dr. Rita. So I was just commenting that it just didn't make sense. So this was presented to me just a little over a year ago by my cousin Larry that lives there in Chicago. I live in Maryland. And so because I was already looking for CBD, I've been working with my doctor to find CBD that worked and to manage my MS symptoms. And so I started taking the products, and it just didn't make sense to me to not move further. And so when I did that, I realized not only could I help my own symptoms and share it with other people, share it with my mom who has high blood pressure, share it with some other family members, and earn commission by doing that. Whoever thought that, right? I was going to the medical marijuana dispensary, spending lots of money originally to control my MS symptoms, and realized that I was giving away a lot of money. So why not give that money back to myself with products that were making me feel like I couldn't work, couldn't function, all those kinds of things. And so, and also to earn get a team of people who really started out as customers, and it just made sense. And so we've grown to, for myself, emerald level. Never expected that. Really was just getting into this to control my own symptoms, and then other people have ranked up as well. So it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey for the past year. So very happy.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Erica Zachary is a licensed clinical social worker, and she is a part of the Wakanna Medical Advisory Team and is an emerald in the company. And Emerald is a dispensary that has done over $50,000 in revenue in 1 calendar month. That's what she and her team did in 1 calendar month. She did that working a full-time. She's her own practice, seeing her patients, very busy. She's a mom, she's a wife. And so it's very, very doable because it is so easy to share products that work, products that are safe. And then the business opportunity, like she said, it makes sense to be a part of a business with products that you're already using, products that you're already sharing, products that you believe in. So thank you so much, Erica. There was a question, and the question is, how much do you make? How much can you make per sale? So each one of our products gets a commissionable volume. It gets kind of a number that is weighed out for every single product that's sold. And that's the amount of commission between 20 and 50% that you're getting on every product. So I think ride to whoever you are, please reach out to the person that invited you, because what we want to do is really direct you to other calls, other Zoom trainings that you can understand in detail our compensation. That's something that can't be covered, obviously, in this short amount of time, but just know that every single product is assigned a commissionable volume, and that is the commission that you're getting. Again, you're paid 7 levels deep. There are 7 different ways of getting paid, and it's absolutely a very, very great way to earn additional income, have additional stream of income, start to produce residual income, and have a legacy for your family. So great question, and we want you to be involved so you can understand the intricate details of our compensation plan. Perfect. Anyone else want to make any other comments on our panelists? There's a question, what is the difference in the business between a founder investment versus a crown jewel dispensary? You know, you both, as a founder and a crown jewel dispensary owner, you have the same rights, the same opportunity, the same compensation plan to take advantage of. So if you came in as a founder, or if you came in as a full crown jewel dispensary owner, you want to get busy, you want to contact the person that sponsored you in the business. I think that's Eric Strickland, and you want to really get busy. Great question. Anyone can add any other comments at any time if you like.
Dr. Rita, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I just want to say to everyone that's listening that if you're still trying to figure out how this all works together for you, how it could all come together for you, there's something that I want to make sure everybody leaves here understanding. These women that are on this Zoom tonight, they are what I call my also. And what I mean by that is, when I got into this business, they also became a part of my business, and they were my business partners. And they're people that I can actually send a message to, get a three-way call from, get some advice from. And you guys have the same opportunity, because we're working with a level of professionals that we ordinarily wouldn't even be able to just even reach out and touch like this. So please take advantage and look at the level of resources that you have here, because how often can you just pick up the phone and reach a Dr. Rita, a Dr. Joy Smith, a Erica Zachary, who are so free with their resources to help us understand and take this to a whole nother level. Hey, this is it. I'm in it for real. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate and love you all.
Wow. Thank you. And that really brings up to another point. You know, I have a friend that has multiple sclerosis, and I reached out to Erica Zachary, and you were just such a blessing to my friend. And Erica didn't have to do that, but we truly are a nation. We are a family. We are one team, and we truly help each other. We are also here to help you as well. So don't feel like you're ever in business alone, because you never are. You always have resources. I reach out to Dr. Joy Smith all the time, asking about drug interactions with folks who are reaching out to me. And so again, thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Dr. Joy Smith. Thank you, Erica Zachary. Thank you, Dr. Peoples. I see you up there. Thank you, all of our business partners and guests. Please remember your number 1, 2, or 3. I'm excited. We have someone that says, I'm about to join Wakanna Nation. Ride to. Thank you so much. We're excited to lock arms with you and have you a part of our family as well. So thank you. Have a good night. Any closing words, Dr. Smith? Anyone?
I do have something really quick. I just want to kind of echo what T-Mac and Erica have said about how appreciative I am of being a part of Wakanna and being a part of this family. And Dr. Rita, I want to say I'm so appreciative of you. You've gone above and beyond to make sure that this medical advisory board is competent, is confident in what it is that we're telling our patients, what it is that we're telling our families. And I am just so excited to be a part of such a movement that has truly changed my life. I mean, people say that about different organizations that they're a part of, but I mean, this is for real in terms of being able to talk to people about plant-based solutions, being able to have the platform to do so, being able to have a company with people that look like me, really affecting change in the community. I thank you all. As T-Mac said, this is a family. This is a group of people who you can always reach out to and have access to, you know, as it makes sense. But I really appreciate you all. And that's why I'm here every Tuesday, because it's the least I can do to give back to such an awesome organization that poured so much into me. So thank you.
Wow, wow.
From the CEO on top, it just reminds me when when Melissa Boston, our CEO, had that Canva training, right? So I took a training from somebody earlier, like 2 years before. I paid $1,500 to do a do-it-yourself training.
That was
And
amazing.
we got it for free. Like, that was amazing to me. That just says what caliber of people that we're working with here. So, you know, it's from the CEO. Where did you get that? Where did you get that?
Where?
So I just found out that no one saw my slides.
You still got it.
Thank you, Diana Coleman.
Awesome.
I don't know why my slides weren't showing, but thank you everyone, T-Mac, Erica, Zachary, Dr. Joy Smith, Dr. Peoples, our business partners, our new business partner, and our guests. We'll see you next Tuesday. Oh, wait, one thing. I forgot. Maybe this one will show up. I want to tell you about tomorrow night. You got to tune in and let's see, join me tomorrow evening. We're going to be talking about CBD and its role in assisting in sacroiliac joint pain, lower back pain, and Bertolli syndrome. So you want to join me on tomorrow night, 8 p.m. That's the Zoom link. You can get the passcode from your sponsor or whoever invited you. Can you see the slide?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Wonderful. We'll see each and every one of you tomorrow evening.
Good night.